Welcome to clickseminars.live. Keep learning, keep earning in 2020 and beyond. And now let's get ready for our next speaker session starting now. Hello again and welcome to clickseminars.live. Here's another session here today that is going to be really exciting, and it's about affiliate marketing with an expert all the way from New Zealand. But a couple of things, we got a couple of little announcements we need to make right now, and then we're going to get right to our presenter. Number one, if you are not upgraded or not a member of the VIP club, consider going to clickseminars.live/VIP. We're going to have a huge opportunity after the event, after Armin Morin speaks on Friday, this coming Friday. Then we're going to have a Zoom party with individual speaker rooms, the ability to hang out with the speakers and have an after party, ask questions, network with other members. And one of the biggest advantages, 30-day access to all of the presentations. So you can binge watch them over and over again, back them up, rewind them, watch what's going on, and learn from that. So check that out at clickseminars.live/VIP. And our proud sponsor of clickseminars.live is ClickBank. Check out the URL here, clickseminars.live/ClickBank, and see what ClickBank has got going on. They just created a new training for ClickBank, and you're going to want to know about all of that. So our presenter today is Mr. Mark Ling, and Mark Ling is from Christchurch, New Zealand. He is married and a father of 3 young children. He first started his internet marketing back in 1999. Oh my gosh, 21 years ago. He started out earning commissions promoting other people's products, and he has been successful in years since, both as a product creator, but most importantly as an affiliate marketer. And he's also, this is pretty impressive, one of ClickBank's top 5 sellers of all time. Folks, somebody that can do that, you better listen to. He also started teaching others internet marketing back in 2006. He loves to teach by demonstration, building profitable sites in front of his students. So, without any further ado, I'm going to bring to the virtual stage Mr. Mark Ling. Hey, Mark.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for that kind introduction. I'm really excited to have everybody here. It looks like there's a packed house tonight, and I know that you guys are coming in from all sorts of different platforms. Please type in a hello into the questions box and or chat box or whatever it is that you see as your comments box. And, I can see these comments flowing in throughout the session, and it's great to hear from you guys. I'm seeing already a lot of people posting in messages. Great, David, Tom, Sarah, fantastic. It looks like there's people from all over the world here. That's fantastic. And we're covering here the secret niche, how 27 beginners made their first $1,000+ per day breakthroughs all during lockdown. I'm going to reveal the exact 4-step strategy that they followed right here. And sorry about that. And I'm also going to share with you my $361,000 case study, where in 5 months during lockdown, I made over $361,000 with a website that I built in front of students watching me live as an affiliate. And you can see that, and you'll see the exact site and everything, and a breakdown of why it works on this particular session. So stick around for that as well. It's true, we're living in a bit of sort of scary times, depending on where you are in the world, I guess, but it's a situation unlike anything that we've seen before. In tough times, with COVID and the economy taking a bit of a nosedive, and most countries have lockdowns going on, or we had a lockdown over here in New Zealand. We're out of lockdown now, luckily, but I know in a lot of places, you're in situations where you can't get out of the house and do things as per normal, or even when you are out, there's gas masks on and stuff like that, and we can't even leave the country out from here. Things are different, and people are losing jobs, and yet right in the middle of all of this, there's a strange new wave of what we call lockdown super affiliate ad buyers quickly emerging. People that are doing really well despite the fact that we're in lockdown. In fact, more sales are being made online now than ever before, because more people are at home, more people need to buy online because either stores are shut or they just don't want to go out and go to their stores. They're spending more time on their devices, stuff like that. Places like Unilever, Coca-Cola, and other places have pulled out of their advertising, so they're not spending money on Facebook ads and stuff like that. So advertising costs have come down. It's just a bit of a perfect storm going on right now that's caused affiliate commissions to go up and up and up for various people. So just give you a few quick examples before I get into the training here. Like Nick, for example, he was living paycheck to paycheck with his fiance. He had spent $60,000 for school, which got him a $30,000 per year recruiter job, and he was barely making ends meet. And then Nick started following the 4 simple steps that we're going to be showing you on today's session. And as a result, he was able to quit his job in April, the same month that the US had the highest unemployment rate since the 1940s. And in just the time since he first started this model back in February, when this whole lockdown was just starting to get bad, since then he generated $377,000, which is pretty nuts. Sorry, in the last 12 months, he's generated over $377,000 in profit, and over $500,000 in actual sales, which is pretty insane. Ernesto, he was fired from his job, and he felt like he was a complete failure to his wife. He was afraid that he wouldn't be able to be the man that he needed to be to take care of his family. He felt like he was letting them down, and he started following these 4 simple steps, and as a result, his paychecks in 2020 so far, right in the middle of lockdown, at least at the point when he sent these in, and it's actually a lot higher than that now, they totaled $466,625 at the moment he sent the screenshot in, but it's now over $500,000. Ellie, he had quit his job, and when he found out that his wife was pregnant, talk about tough timing. Well, meanwhile, he'd been struggling with an e-commerce business that had not been working well for him. Well, he started following these 4 simple steps, and in the last 4 months, he has made $49,000. And he said that it was like a giant weight lifted off his shoulders, and he now feels fully confident being able to provide for his family. Then there's Jonathan. Jonathan was working at a customer service job with below average pay and no room for advancement. He started doing these 4 simple steps, and it led to phenomenal success. His best weeks so far have been $37,000. That's been his absolute best week. And he tells us he's made over $100,000 in net profit in the last 4 months, right in the middle of lockdown and everything, all of this stuff going on. And Angelo, he lives in Georgia with his wife and children. They are regular churchgoers. He had a lack of direction and found himself every day feeling burnt out and basically just spinning his wheels and not knowing what he wanted to do. He followed these 4 simple steps, just like the others, and he experienced huge results. He says that his best week so far has been $41,000, right in the middle of lockdown, and his current goal is to break the $1 million per year mark. And then there's Derek. Derek was really struggling to support his family. He started following these 4 simple steps, and he's made over $168,000 so far this year, right in the middle of lockdown. And his 12-month goal is to start hitting $5,000 and $10,000 days. So how is this even possible in the middle of a global lockdown? Well, I alluded to it a little bit just a moment ago. Some of the opportunities that lie there. And I'll get back to that in a moment. But a lot of it has to do with a man called Gary Kramer, who at one point was the #1 affiliate on all of ClickBank. And I first met him at one of my own private masterminds that I run with top-level marketers. And anyway, we got talking about marketing and affiliate marketing and the things that we do. And I quickly discovered that a lot of my top affiliates in my niche products, these are products that are nothing to do with make money online, products that are dating, relationships, health, fitness, personal development. A lot of them actually turned out to be his students. I didn't even realize that until I met him. And then I started to sort of peel back what he was doing and marry it up with stuff that I was doing. And we ended up partnering up, me, him, and his other business partner, Rob. And we ended up putting all of our strategies together and forming kind of the ultimate strategy that's been working extremely well for a lot of people. In recent times, he set up a little private group called The Hive. All right. And it's a weird little mix. This was started, I think it was earlier this year or late last year. And it's a weird little mix of people from different backgrounds who you'd never normally see together. Teachers, lawyers, construction workers, janitors, nurses, retirees, men, women, ages 18 to 83 from different countries. This is all completely different. There was 27 of these people in the Hive, and yet everyone in the Hive is equal. And they're all focused on helping each other to make huge profits, and majority of that period of time was spent during lockdown. So that's it. Since February 2020, these Hive members have been experiencing unheard of results, like Howard getting over $1,000 per day. Corey, $1,405 per day. Marco, $1,505 a day. Fabio, $1,227 a day. Keegan, $1,591 a day. Jonathan, $1,019 a day. Tammy, $1,242 a day. Derek, $2,777 per day. Henry, $9,342 a day. Nick, $6,742 per day. And we've got a bunch more. And many people have asked us not to share their screenshots and stuff like that publicly, so we didn't share them. And all of this has been happening right in the middle of lockdown because, as I mentioned earlier, it's all thanks to the perfect storm going on right now. It's all thanks to just stuff going on that's been unlike anything we've seen before. I was already doing successful as an affiliate and as an online marketer prior to lockdown, but then once lockdown happened, sales started going up and up and up even further, and newbies were finding it easier and easier to get started with this stuff. So several things started happening, and as a result, it makes things the perfect time to profit. Things like internet traffic has increased exponentially since February 2020. 40% of advertisers have stopped advertising, so there's less competition. For many reasons, they've stopped. Coca-Cola, Unilever, stuff like that. They don't like the way in which some social media sites are run, so they pulled their ads. Then there are COVID reasons why, because some people can't ship their products fast enough due to shipping concerns, so they've limited their advertising there, and many other reasons why. And ad prices, as a result, have plummeted. Online sales, though, have exploded because more people are actually online than before. And these have added up to an unprecedented perfect storm profit opportunity for affiliate marketing ad buyers. So you're probably wondering, what are affiliate marketing ad buyers? Well, we are people who make money without needing an online store, without needing to do customer service, because we're the affiliate, we're promoting someone else. We don't need to build out huge, giant websites without content creation, without building following. You don't even need an email list. In fact, most of my successful affiliate sites that are run using this method have no email list at all, even though I'm big on email marketing. I've done extremely well with email marketing over the years, and yet I'm able to make huge profits from a lot of sites that not even using email marketing. I'm just basically spending money to make money, buying traffic and turning it into sales. And we'll talk about that method shortly. It's the simplest high profit business model going around. And all we do is buy ads and get paid. So what is a super affiliate? Well, I call a super affiliate someone who's basically in the top 1% of all the affiliates. The people that make at least 6 figures a year online, maybe 7, or even up to 8 figures a year. And we get special advantages and perks that can make it even easier to make more money. And I'll talk about that at least a bit more later on. Now, we asked some people, like our students and so forth, how has COVID lockdown affected your affiliate ad buying business? And here's what people had to say. Nick said, COVID had a positive impact on my marketing business. It skyrocketed my sales. And since the pandemic, it's hit consistently over $1,000 a day profits. Ernesto, since March, his best, he reached his first $10,000 day. Obviously, you've seen Ellie's success story before, and he's consistently now experiencing periods of over $1,000 a day. And Jonathan has had his biggest breakthroughs during lockdown. Angelo, the best performance he had last month was a 13-day spree of $87,000 in sales, around about rate of profit, around about 50%. And Derek's obviously doing extremely well also. So now's the best time to get started with this stuff, and fast, because we don't know how long this perfect storm situation will last. But what I can say is that I've got a lot of stuff to share with you on the session. I'm going to be sharing with you a case study. So you're going to see an exact website that's made a lot of money that I built in front of a live group of students. You're going to get to see the 4-step method and more. And I'm just going to really quickly breeze through my background story for those of you that don't know me, and then we'll get right into this. So I started with nothing. I mean, I remember growing up, it was just me and my mum until I was 13. Then I moved in with dad, and it was just me and dad. And I remember, just 2-bedroom house, pretty much no backyard growing up. I didn't have like special advantages or anything. And then when I did get started, I had a part-time job at Pizza Hut. And then I ended up quitting that job and then getting a job in a call center, also part-time. It was very, very repetitive. And I was over $120,000 in debt thanks to student loans and other things going on. And I stumbled across internet marketing thanks to a friend of mine who ended up, he was only earning about $50 a month in affiliate commissions. And that was enough for me to go, oh, I want to give that a go too. Because I still thought, like, man, you only spent an afternoon and you're making $50 a month, and I'm having to work several hours in order to make $50. Like, I thought, man, I can see the potential in this if we were to just build this out further and scale it further. And I did. Ended up scaling it to a multi-million-dollar a year business. And I'm married with 3 children. And I started internet marketing to get out of the rat race, to pay off debts, and to have financial freedom. And the man behind it all, as I mentioned before, Gary Kramer, to help share his 4-step method, he's the guy that came up with the 4-step method. And what you probably don't know about Gary is quietly been helping turn more ordinary people, accountants, teachers, janitors, construction workers, and more, into millionaire #1 super affiliates than any guru you've ever heard of. And that's a photo of him, by the way, with his business partner, Rob Jones. And I've partnered with them too in this particular business model. So we're all, partnered in together. And basically, just a few years ago, this is a screenshot of one of his accounts. He was the #1 affiliate on all of ClickBank at that point in time, making over $22,000 a day. Nowadays, several of ClickBank's top 10 affiliates are our actual students. In fact, one of our students was #1 on all of ClickBank for two of the months of this year, which is pretty impressive. I'm #6 at the moment, and in the top 5 of all time when you add all time sales. Anyway, things scaled out of proportion when we ran our we ran a class. We've run 2 classes in the last 2 years, 2 openings. We ran one last year, the year before last, and one last year that taught affiliate marketing. And we got a letter from the vice president of ClickBank where that says that, to whom it may concern, I am Jennifer Johansson, VP Client Customer Advocacy of ClickBank. ClickBank has over 6 million clients. We've paid out over $4.2 billion and never missed a payment in 20 years since we began. Since Gary Kramer and Rob Jones have released their program, their students have collectively generated $57.7 million in sales. $57.7 million from 2 intakes of students. That's utterly incredible. That's that's almost unbelievable, like the amount of sales people are making thanks to the methods that we're sharing on today's session. Okay, and this is a photo of Rob and Gary with our up to $1,000 to $50,000 per day students at one of their private sessions over in San Diego. So anyway, it's been a crazy journey. Today I'm going to share exactly the perfect storm funnel, the 4 steps. We're going to get into that in about a minute from now. That is turning ordinary people into super affiliates right in the middle of COVID lockdown. You're going to get the one niche that's crushing everything else during lockdown. 3 critical secrets to our success. 5 roadblocks to prevent affiliates from having big success so you can overcome them, and how to quickly scale from $5 to over $5,000 per day, and the one magnifier that can instantly shoot up your profits that has only just become available during lockdown. So you're going to want to see that, and you're going to see my $361,000 in 5 months case study, and I'll give you the exact website and everything, including 5 quick tips plus some ad account essentials on that session. So who's excited? Just let me know in the chat. I'm already seeing a lot of comments from people. David, John, Don, Allison, Daisy, Will. I'm seeing a lot of people typing in comments already, and people from all over the world are on this particular session. So I'm going to make you guys a deal. I'm going to make sure that I answer as many of your questions as I possibly can throughout the session. And I also going to make sure that I give you everything that I possibly can fit into the time frame of this session, in terms of, like, I'm an open book. I will share with you anything and everything I can to help you get ahead. Now, the one niche that's crushing everything else during lockdown, can you guys guess what it is? Please type into the questions box if you can perhaps guess what you think it is. Okay, I'm seeing people type in. Some people think it's the make money niche. Some people think personal development. I'm noticing several people are typing in health. Some people are typing in love, relationships. Those of you that have said the health niche, you're right. It's a multi-billion-dollar per week niche. Some people underestimate how big this niche actually is. They actually don't realize, like, they're worried that there's too much saturation or competition, and they don't realize, wait a minute, the world has billions of people online. So it's not surprising that so many people are doing so well in the health niches, because you only need to earn a tiny slither of a percentage in order to be making 6 and even 7 figures online in this particular niche. So I want to explain to you the perfect storm funnel. All right. The perfect storm funnel, just to explain it, is 4 simple steps. It's dead simple, and it's responsible for turning dozens of ordinary people into super affiliates, making up to $10,937 per day right in the middle of lockdown. The perfect storm funnel is 4 simple steps. It's running simple Facebook ads that lead to a pre-sale page, specific types of pre-sale page that lead to an offer, and then scaling that up. All right. And here's how that works. So we write Facebook pages. We so Facebook ads that grab attention and get the click. We send them to a pre-sale page that then subtly shifts their focus from a social mindset to a buyer mindset. The problem with running ads direct to an offer itself is, one, your ads likely get kicked out because Facebook doesn't like a whole lot of people sending traffic to the exact same website. They like you to provide a little value in the middle, so going through to your own page first. Secondly, though, people aren't right and ready to see a product being offered. You need a bit of a pre-sell. It's kind of like how you needed to read an email before you turned up to today's session. Most likely, you might have sent it in an email or something like that got you to sign up to this whole thing. It's kind of like that. You're pre-framing people before you get them through to the offer, and then you promote an offer. And the best offers that sell well are ones that sell well to big, broad, cold audiences, because then when you run traffic, even if you get an audience wrong, like sometimes I'll run traffic to audiences that I think wouldn't buy and they still buy. Like I'll target a niche like let's say I'll promote a dating relationships product to coaches of sport, to people that like coaching sport. And you'd think that's not going to work. But I just tested it with a $5 a day test. And what did I find out when I did that? I found out that I popped a couple of sales in the first $50 I spent. And then I just kept going and going and going and found that I just made a whole heap of profit on that. So I ended up, now I just spend around $50 a day on that one and make over $100 a day back. And that's just one audience out of thousands that are available, but you don't know till you try them. And the reason they work well is I'm picking offers that convert even to cold audiences. So that means that even if you don't get the targeting bang on, like for instance, if you were promoting a weight loss offer, you don't just promote it to people that are actively looking to lose weight. 1 in 3 women in America are wanting to lose weight anyway if they just see the right offer, let alone if you have the perfect audience targeted. So that's it. You're picking the right kinds of offers and then scaling up without taking a lot of risk and spending too much up front. We start off with the ads that are working and switch off the ones that don't. Okay, so here's this little case study: $361,000 in 5 months plus 5 quick ad account essentials. Now, I decided to build a little website. Took me, I don't know, it took me actually an hour of filming time to build this site. It took me probably a few hours to actually do it because I was filming myself doing it. And I built it in front of a group of students. I ran the ads in front of them to show them, and I wanted to just show them, here's how you make $50 a day. But I kept scaling it and scaling it and scaling it, and then it made $361,000 in 5 months. At the point where I created this slide, as you can see, that was September. But I took another screenshot yesterday just to see what the update was after 6 months. So now it is a $492,000 6 months case study. I just quickly updated my slides here with this screenshot. So $492,000 in 6 months with a website that students got to see. They were ripping me off at the same time while they were building similar type sites, and they started making a heap of money too, and they could see me building it. And I was, you'd be worried about saturation and stuff if everyone's watching you while you're building a site, right? I still didn't have that problem because the market's so big. So anyway, here's a look at that particular site, radiantlifelessons.com. And it'll look like a simple little innocuous little blog to the average person. And there are different types of landing pages that I always test as pre-sale. One where I might embed the video sales letter into the page and then link off to the buy page, or one where it might be an article and then you link to the site, and then another where you might use a quiz and then link to the site. And we run ads to we simply just run ads to test the different landing pages. And I'm just going to give you some tips here, and then I'll even show you the ad within one of the tips that is doing the absolute best on that particular site. But tip number 1, if you're going to run paid Facebook ads using this method, then you want to stay compliant with your ad copy. And if you've got a new ad account, in particular, you want to be even more compliant. So they use an algorithm in order to decide whether to reject your ad or keep it, or to even reject your whole ad account altogether, because they don't have enough human reviewers. So the human reviewers will look over if you appeal, but if the algorithm kicks it out, well, that saves them a bit of time. So they do throw the baby out with the bathwater at times in order to try and make sure that they don't have, say, copy that in their ads that have unsubstantiated claims. So if the algorithm goes, oh, they're using the word you and you will a lot, maybe they're making a bunch of unsubstantiated claims. This is a newish ad account. We'll just reject the ad and kick it out. And you don't realize it's not a human doing this. So you can get back in on appeal, but it's even easier. Sometimes that doesn't even work, and it's even easier just not to use copy that is likely to be uncompliant. So you don't say something like, you will lose 12 pounds in 12 days. You do that in your ad copy, you're going to get kicked out. You can say something like, I met up with my friend Jessica for coffee, not copy, sorry, I got that typed wrong. I met up with my friend Jessica for coffee, and I couldn't believe how trim she looked. You can say something like that. You can't say, he will love you forever. Okay, because that's an unsubstantiated claim. You can say something like this. Once a man's infatuation instinct is activated, he feels an overwhelming urge to become her hero. Okay, that's not a promise. It's just a statement. It's not saying you will experience this result too. Okay, so it's a little against what you're taught in copywriting for how to make sales, but think of it this way. It's kind of like dialing things down by 10% in order to make sure that you can still run your ads. I think it's worth it. Well, it is worth it because we're able to spend a lot of money and make a lot of money. Tip number 2, make sure to set up a pre-sale page. I talked about that before. Don't link directly to the offer itself. You want to pre-frame people first. And then tip number 3, what hook in the offer that you're promoting makes people curious? So I'll usually, at the very least, I'll watch the first 10 minutes of someone's video sales letter, or I'll look through all of their affiliate resources and so forth and try and pull out what the hook is. And the offer that's promoted here, it's the infatuation instinct. Like there's 3 parts of attraction. There's lust, then there's infatuation, then there's secure attachment. They're the 3 phases. And this particular product hones in on the infatuation phase. So that's why, as you can see in the ad text that I wrote here, sorry, it's not expanded out there. It's just the first 3 lines of it, but you get the rough gist of it. Men don't choose women for logical reasons. They fall for someone who can make them feel the powerful emotion of infatuation. They make so many decisions based on logic, except whom they fall for. Here's how to activate a man's infatuation instinct. And then there's a link there, and people could also click the Learn More button. Nice and simple. And then you can also test ad text where you might even after that add a few benefits as well. Like when a man's infatuation instinct is unlocked, and then you put a tick underneath, like some bullet point, like he feels an overwhelming urge to spend more time with her. And then another tick might be he stops thinking about other women, he prioritizes her and makes happiness, her happiness, his number one goal. Just little benefits like that without saying you will experience this and this and this. Okay, so tip number 4, build social proof. So we run engagement campaigns. An engagement campaign is where instead of just running your ad straight away, you spend $10, maybe $20 on your ad where Facebook will send traffic to the kind of people who like and share content instead of your buyers. So they're not people that will necessarily buy the product. You're able to, instead of ticking the box that says that you want to optimize your campaign for conversions or for sales, Facebook knows also that they've got a whole lot of people that don't buy anything, but they like and share stuff. So Spending $20, we got 500 likes right there, as you can see, 6 comments and 132 shares. And then we ran the ad. That social proof helps convert more sales because people trust the ad more because there's all of that positive feedback already to kick it off. Real feedback, real people. Okay. Also, tip number 5, remember who your audience is. So many people just go with what they think would work for them. So this is one of my best performing ads. It's an image that I ended up using a little bit of software to turn into a 12-second video, just using some software on my phone. So the image ad and then the video ad is just like, it just put a little shimmer over it. It didn't actually look much different to this. So it's a couple that I showed this to my students, and all of them thought there's no way that's going to convert to sales. But yet for so long, that ended up being my highest converting image. Why? Because most of the market were actually aged 50 plus in this particular niche, in fact, 45 plus, most of the market, I guess. I think that over half the market is not white. They are like, you may end up with a bunch of Caucasian people in the market, but there's also a lot of people that are either Asian or Hispanic or Black or all sorts of races. So they're so used to only seeing white people in their images. They find that it turned off. This looks more under the radar, I guess. It's more real. They just looks like a couple that actually is a real couple. And, for whatever the reasons are, you want to test different images. So remembering who the audience is, because a lot of people will go, well, I'll just put a happy couple in there, and they'll choose some stock photo that they can get, and there'll be a 25-year-old model with a 23-year-old model, and they look perfect and what have you, and it doesn't convert. People don't relate to it. So bear that in mind as well, who your audience actually is, and that can get me ahead of a lot of other advertisers just by being a little bit more real. And then there are a bunch of ad account essentials as well that you can use in order to keep things in check and do. But I think I'll just double check. Do you guys want me to just carry on with the presentation, or this is possibly just getting a little bit granular if I go into ad account essentials when perhaps that's just going a bit over some people's heads? I'm seeing people's typing in, just carry on with it. Keep moving. Okay. So, yeah, I know David Brinkham says, if Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook, how do you get people to your offer? No, David, they want people to run ads that send people to their landing pages, David. They just don't want people to send traffic all to the same page. They don't want me, you, Chris, Kath, all sending traffic to blah, blah, blah.com. They want you sending traffic to your site, me sending traffic to my site, Kath sending traffic to her site. Even if they all end up on blah, blah, blah.com, they want us all to have our own places that they go to. That's all. Okay, lots of people saying that want me just to skip past this little bit on ad account essentials and just move on with the presentation. That's great. Okay, I'll just move forwards on that. I can always come back to that later if need be. But there are three critical keys to success. So if you get any of these things wrong, the method will not necessarily work. I've found that it's very important to only promote offers that sell like crazy. I get a lot of newbies worried about saturation, and they worry about trying to find an offer that no one else is promoting and stuff like that. And I don't really know very many, if any, successful marketers that do well by only finding offers that no one else is doing well with. Because even if you do find one, sooner or later, a lot of other people find it too. And then there's a lot of people promoting it. Actually, the big key that a lot of advanced marketers realize is that it's actually a lot easier to sell the offers that are already selling well. They're already proven. They already have great copy. They already convert to sales. The world is huge. You just don't realize how huge. Like, imagine this. Imagine if Facebook has 2 billion people on it, say, and it's probably more than that, but let's say 2 billion people are on Facebook. And let's say people that might potentially buy your product, maybe there's of that, in terms of an audience size, not necessarily saying that everyone would buy it, but it could be in the hundreds of millions. And so you could be spending $3,000 a day and only end up having your ad seen by, I don't know, I'll just make up a number, 100,000 people, right? You're only accessing less than 1%, in fact, less than 0.1% of the audience. So 50 people combined, all advertising, promoting the same product, are still only accessing maybe 0.5% of the available audience with an ad. And it's the competition. There's no competition. It's not even an issue when you are in big markets. And that's the reason why you'll find if you go to any internet marketing event and you see all the people that are successful, they're all succeeding in big proven niches, not these little kitschy ones. And they are generally succeeding in either health, wealth, relationships, or personal development. And by far and away, the most successful niche for affiliate marketers at the moment is the health niche, because it's the largest. It's most people in the world. More people are interested in health than any other niche topic. Okay, so key number 2, high click-through rates equal cheaper clicks. If you can get if we write ads that are, I talked about having a hook earlier. We try to make sure people are curious. We don't use clickbait. It's not like a bait and switch where we get people curious and they go there and then we don't deliver on it, so they just hit the back button. That doesn't work that well. But we use a certain type of copy that gets people to want to click, and then we get them reading, and then they click through the next page, and then that page keeps, we're promoting offers that are already proven to convert, so they hold people's attention very well. And it's a really, really great method. It works extremely well. So because we get higher click-through rates, we get charged less per click, because Facebook, they actually just care about how much money they make per impression. So if for 1,000 impressions, you can get 10 clicks, and someone else for 1,000 impressions can get 2 clicks, they'll charge that other person 5 times as much because they're getting less clicks. So your click costs come down, and as a result, it does affect the profitability dramatically. And images also are another big key, because we're choosing the right kinds of images. You will have noticed one of my examples, a couple of my examples there, they weren't actually photographs. So either they were actually like cartoonerized. So you can either cartoonerize an image, or you can get vector images created and stuff like that. Cartoonerizing itself is not the key. There's a little bit more to it than that. But having the right kind of images itself, that is one of the biggest keys, because you want it to be scroll stopping. If someone's scrolling through the newsfeed, they need to stop and check out what you have. If it's not a scroll stopping image, doesn't function in that way, then you're going to get a low click-through rate and end up paying more per click. So our students are very good at that particular element, and hence getting a lot lower clicks. So the bottom line is the right big audience plus a high click-through rate, images, ads, plus proven pre-sale pages, plus the right converting offer equals success. And with this, you can scale up. Okay, so you're probably wondering, though, if it's so simple, why isn't everyone doing it? Well, it's because I'll give you one reason. Before I share these 5 roadblocks, I want to say stubborn persistence goes a long way. I can usually tell who's going to be the most successful because they are the ones that are stubbornly persistent. All right? If everything was super simple and there was no room, there was, just A, then B, then C equals D, and that's it. 1 + 1 = 2. If it was as simple and straightforward as that, then everyone would be doing it. and there perhaps would be saturation. The fact that there are some natural roadblocks that I'm going to share with you causes about 90% of people to just give up. Most people don't end up having someone like me, Rob, Gary, training them. They don't have that. They give this a go by themselves. They've heard affiliate marketing, you can make money, and then they encounter their first roadblock and they panic. And having that degree of stubborn persistence and just embracing the fact that there's always going to be mistakes, no matter what form of marketing you do, and then you embrace the fact that, okay, that mistake I'm making, maybe there's a whole lot of other people that made this mistake too, and hence that's why there's less people that are succeeding than what perhaps there could be. So I'm going to push through. I'm going to get through this. And then once you do, you go, oh, great, I'm on the other side now. That's one of the reasons why I'm more successful than other people, because I have stubborn persistence. So that's big time key. Now, these 5 roadblocks, though. Roadblock number 1 is most people don't know their numbers. They just look and see, have I made sales? Yes or no. They don't look at the bigger picture, like what was my click-through rate? Am I paying the right amount per click that I should be? Because you could be spending $1 and only breaking even, making $1 back. And you might not know to look and go, oh, but I'm paying twice as much per click as what I should be. So that might actually, some people would turn that ad account off. You might go, but if you know your numbers, you might go, oh, wait a minute, I'm paying too much per click. I'll change the image and see what happens. And then bam, you're getting half the click costs. And now you're spending $1 and making $2 back. Now you're going to start spending $100 a day and making $200 a day because you fixed that. Super affiliates know their numbers. They know the numbers beyond just the end number at the very, very end. There's other numbers you can look at that can give you clues as to what area you need to fix up in order to get to that point where you spend money to make money. No matter what you do, whether you do this affiliate model that I'm sharing with you or some other model, you've got to realize that most people that do well in this today's society are spending money to make money. It's very, very hard to ever get ahead and become financially free unless you find a way to spend money to make money. For some people, it's real estate. For some people, it's the stock market. For me, it's buying ads and doing this super affiliate model, and that's my way. Spend money, make money, and it turns around so much faster than stock market, real estate, or any of that ever could. Those markets, you're not going to spend $100 and make $200 a day back. This is an unprecedented time that we're living in at the moment. Roadblock number 2, low payouts. So super affiliates, they tend to get higher payouts. We'll get 90% commissions, not 75, for instance, if it's a digital product. Or we'll get 75% commissions and not 50 if it's a physical product like supplements being sold. That's super important. Low cash flow. Super affiliates know how to get paid faster. No insider connections. A lot of other marketers, they're going it alone. They don't have a program like Rob, Gary, and myself. They don't have training. They haven't even been on a webinar session like this. So they're having a go, and it's just difficult. And ad account shutdowns. Super affiliates know how to get new accounts, extend their accounts longer, and or how to prevent ad account shutdowns from Facebook's algorithm and so forth. So anyway, let's have a quick look at how to scale from $5 to over $5,000. Okay, here's what we do. We run 5 different ads at $5 each for 1 day. If they don't hit our specific click-through rates, then we pause the campaigns. It's not about if they've made sales. We're just looking to start with at the click-through rates. And then the ads with high enough click-through rate, we keep those ones running per day. And if any of the ads get a sale, then we start spending $25 a day on those ads. And then if any of those ads go for 3 days without making profit, then we turn those off. And at that point, you'll either have a profitable ad or you will have turned off your ads. So your next step is look at the numbers, fix the weak spots, repeat the process. Right? And let me show you how we do that. So, sorry, I've missed the slide here. So what I tend to do in general is I spend about, in total across all of this might sound a little complicated, so I'm just going to simplify it. I spend $50 and I see if I've made a sale or not. If not, then I shut the ad off. And I keep on doing this and seeing which ones pop a sale, which ones don't. And then I make sure that they're still profitable in the days that follow. And if they do, then I start to scale those up. Eventually, I'm able to spend thousands a day and make double my money back. That's why people like me and students of ours are able to do so well. But we're able to identify, even before spending $50, even by spending as little as $5, whether or not we've hit our click-through rate goals or not. So we flip off ads that have got the wrong click-through rates. We flip those off even before getting past $5. So that's why we start at these little $5 tests. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of what we've talked about right now. We've talked about how you should be targeting the health niche so you can make maximum profits right now during lockdown. It's a perfect situation, perfect storm like never before. We've showed you why and how there's zero problem with saturation, because your audience is basically the whole planet. So your growth potential is practically unlimited. We gave you secret number one: only promote offers that sell extremely well. Those cash machine offers that multiply your ad spend into way more profit flowing back into your bank account. We talked about the health niche being really, really good. And in the health niche, there are a lot of great products, including there are supplements that pay out huge commissions. There are products like foot insoles and stuff like that. There's products like signal relief that it's like a patch that you can put on that helps relieve pain due to, I'm not sure what it is, something that's in their adhesive strips. Anyway, I like to get the products that I'm promoting and have a look at them. There are non-physical products like weight loss programs and programs to do with hormone health and books and stuff to do with recipes for weight loss and all sorts of things that convert very, very well. And we give these offers specifically to our students. We tell them exactly which ones are doing the absolute best. High click-through rates equal cheap clicks. We talked about that. We talked about how images are the key to getting high click-through rates and cheap clicks. And we shared also that super affiliates know their numbers. Super affiliates get higher payouts. Super affiliates get faster cash flow. Super affiliates have insider connections. And super affiliates don't worry about ad account shutdowns because they realize that it's an algorithm. They can either, generally, we get our account back on review anyway. In fact, I have not lost an account in the last 2 years that I didn't get back on review anyway. So it's just a false shutdown by the algorithm, get it back on review. However, even if you were to lose an account for whatever reason and not get it back on review, you're going to have so many accounts anyway that it won't matter. Okay, so is all of this making sense, guys? Please say yes if it is, or no if it isn't. Really, I'd like to know sort of where I'm at with people and seeing are people excited and is everything. Yeah, I'm seeing a whole lot of yeses. Yes, makes perfect sense. Great, awesome. Okay, well that's good to know. I'm just getting a lot of good comments coming through. Fantastic. All right, so let me ask you a question. Would you like it if I could help you even further? Would you like to find out a little bit more about how we can mentor you through this entire process? Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of yeses flowing through. Thanks. Okay, cool. And just a few common questions, though, that get asked. Do you need to be in the United States? No. I mean, I'm in New Zealand. We've got people in every single continent in the world doing well with this stuff. Do you need a big budget to get started? No. Do you need to be tech savvy? No. In fact, some of our members are aged over 70 years old and have done well with this, that have relatively basic tech skills. The fact is, if you can operate something like email or Microsoft Word, you're going to be able to follow the step-by-step instructions and do this stuff. And is saturation a problem? We talked about that. Is absolutely not. And we've been constantly perfecting and updating the system over the last 12 months to make it the simplest, fastest way to scale up big time. And with the lowest risk and highest profit potential. It's brand new this year and better than ever. And everything that you need to build this business for yourself is included in our Healthy Commissions system. So here's what Healthy Commissions can do for you. It can help you to eliminate money problems forever, have unlimited family time to do whatever you want, build a secure retirement. Like, how much money do you actually need in order to be able to do that? It's very hard to do that on a regular day job. To be your own boss and work from home without an alarm clock. Maybe you want your husband or wife to be able to quit their job. Maybe for some of you, this is a side income. It might not be your full income. You want to build up something extra on the side just to pay off your mortgage. Or maybe you want to give your kids opportunities they never had. You want to get the financial freedom you've always wanted, the location freedom to be where you want to be, and the ultimate time freedom to live life on your terms. In your first 4 weeks, we'll show you how to do this, like how to get those high click-through rates, how to get yourself making your first sales, and so forth. And there are 7 main pillars of success: the master blueprint, $1 million pre-sale pages, swipe files, the magnifier products, the outsourcing scripts, ad account action plan, and the expert coaching that we provide. And I'll just go through those pillars with you. So the Healthy Commissions Master Blueprint, that's pillar number 1. You get our top secret blueprint that has made us, our mentors, and our students millions of dollars. Everything you need to know from A to Z to get started fast. This is your key to the other side, and it's how you can start experiencing the same success and freedom as our super affiliate mentors and students. You can copy and use our exact $1 million pre-sale pages. We've spent, and by the way, yes, we do get you to reword them a little bit, but essentially you use the framework, you use our pre-sale page, and then you spend 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes tops just doing a slight reword just so that for the algorithm, it's a tiny bit unique. It's very straightforward. So you copy and use our exact $1 million pre-sale pages that are proven to work, that we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars testing and perfecting the psychology and conversion tactics, so that no other pre-sale pages work this well. And you get access to this. All of our most successful students and mentors are using these exact same pre-sale pages with minor adjustments. So you can copy these exact pre-sale pages, use them for yourself. You're getting our $1 million image swipe file. So you get access to our swipe file of ad images that have been used in actual winning ads, including ads that have generated millions in sales during lockdown. These are actual $1 million ads. Nobody ever shows you this kind of stuff, because a lot of people teach in theory. As you've seen on this workshop, I'm doing what I teach. Our students are doing what we teach. I was able to show you an exact website and the ads themselves because I do this every day and I run lots of ads every day. So I'm not scared to show you the exact ads that have sold millions. And that's why you can learn so well from us and our mentors. When I say our mentors, I mean past students of ours that now work for us also to help give back and are able to mentor and provide further assistance with training and what have you. It's an incredible program. You get the magnifier products. So you're going to discover exactly what the magnifier products are that we're promoting right now that make us millions of dollars. You don't have to research a single product because we'll tell you what to promote, which will save you time and money. You'll learn exactly which products make you money before you've ever spent a single dime on traffic. You'll stack the odds in your favor immediately and set yourself up for success before you even start. You'll get our image outsourcing script. Just follow these simple instructions with the exact copy-paste checklist that we use and instruct freelance artists to crank out winning ad images for around $5 to $15 each. So you don't need to have a creative bone in your body if you don't want to do it yourself. You can do them yourself, or you can, like I say, you can just outsource it using the script. It's absolute gold, and it's responsible for our students' most profitable ads. You get our ad account action plan, so you never have to worry about ad account shutdowns. Even if you run perfect ad campaigns like Mother Teresa, you risk getting your ad account shut down anyway, because Facebook's algorithm is set so tightly, because they just don't have enough human reviewers to review every single ad. So sometimes just stuff happens anyway, and you want to know you can just get it back straight away and have other ad accounts and so forth. With this ad action plan, you can always be ready with your money generating ads, getting them right back up in a matter of hours if anything happens. Expert coaching, you get unbeatable support, rapid response help desk. We've got you covered with all of this and more. And what's coaching really worth? Well, Gary, Rob, and I, we charge $15,000 each for our students to attend a weekend of coaching with a small group in Bali. And our panel of super affiliate mentors, they're already earning tens of thousands of dollars per month from the method. So they could easily be charging $5,000 a month, but you're getting access to all of our best knowledge and more. And there is a catch. There's two special bonuses for action takers. They're available to people who are on this call, who invest on this webinar right now. This particular bonus is absolutely huge. It's the Pre-Cellio software suite. You're going to get 6 months free access to our powerful Pre-Cellio software suite that we've spent the last 18 months and over $150,000 to develop. This includes the Pre-Cellio page builder. So this is a point and click wizard so that your pre-sale pages will be built for you in minutes, and the additional pages required on your site instantly when you click publish. So in under 15 minutes, you'll be ready to go. You'll get our Pre-Cellio analytics suite. So multi-millionaire super affiliates know their numbers. Now you can know yours automatically, making it dead easy to make profitable decisions on your ad campaigns. You're going to get the Pre-Cellio Profit Optimizer. This tool analyzes each of your ad campaigns for you and tells you exactly how to make them profitable. You're going to get special fast mover bonus number 2, a ticket to our upcoming live event. So our last event in Bali was $15,000 to attend. Yet you get to learn directly from myself, Gary, and Rob, and our super affiliate mentors. The dates are not announced yet. It will be soon after international travel restrictions are lifted from the global lockdown. Sessions are recorded, so even if you can't attend live, you will get all the full recordings from our live event. So a quick recap of what you're getting: the Healthy Commissions Master Blueprint, the $1 Million Pre-Sale Page, the $1 Million Image Swipe File, the Image Outsourcing Script, the Ad Account Action Plan, Expert Coaching, the Pre-Cellio Software Suite, and the live event access. It's $28,476 value, and it's extremely limited. In fact, the doors are currently closed to this offer. We are only opening the special reopening for the Click Seminars live folk only. So it's only available to you guys. This is a private reopening just for a handful of folk. So our personal time is being invested supporting our members. We've got an amazing team of coaches, but our time is very limited because we're running our own ads. We're running our own businesses as well. So we have a limited number also of money-making products that we can't bring in thousands of members, and that's why we will shut down when we hit capacity, just like we always do. And if anyone tries to get in any other way other than on this session, they can't, because the doors are actually closed right now. I'm just doing this as a special favor for Tom Hua and his folk over here at Click Seminars. So we have no plans at this stage to reopen. It won't be available for long. We have not reopened either of our last 2 training programs. And when the doors close, they're closed. It's got the potential to change your life. So do not miss out on this. This is immense value. You won't be paying $28,476, and you won't even be paying $14,997. In fact, you won't even be paying $9,997. However, I want you to consider this. If all this did was allowed you to clear your debts and pay the rent and mortgage every month, would it be worth paying $9,997? If all it did was set you up for a comfortable retirement, would it be worth paying $9,997? If all it did was give you an extra $5,000 a month for the foreseeable future, would it be worth paying $9,997? A lot of people fork out over $1 million for a McDonald's franchise that makes them less money than our students are making with this system. Yet, you're not even going to be paying $9,997. It's not even $4,997. You can have complete access for 3 payments of $997. And in fact, you can get started for even less. Because we've got a $494 instant payment discount for $2,497. All you need to do is type in the link below and make your investment. And like I said, the $494 discount is available. And we're 100% committed to your success. And we'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to ensure that you succeed. And we've got a 100% money back guarantee. So you can go to the link below or type it into your browser, make your investment, and you've got a $30 money back guarantee. You can refund it for any reason whatsoever. It doesn't even have to have a reason. You could even just say, look, I just didn't have time or whatever, or it just wasn't for me, and you can have a refund. That's our 30-day money back guarantee. Now, you might be wondering though, okay, great. I'm 100% covered for my investment in healthy commissions, but what if I follow the training and I just can't get it to work? Well, that's our 90-day cover your ad spend profit guarantee. We're so confident that you'll be able to use our system to get a profitable ad campaign within 90 days that if you spend at least $500 an ad, you use the pre-Sellio page templates, you follow our simple ad campaign strategies, and if you are still unable to get a profitable ad, we will not only refund your purchase price, we will also reimburse you for your ad spend up to the price that you paid for the program. Okay, so I don't see anyone doing anything like that where they have that additional cover your ad spend, nothing to lose profit guarantee. But we want to change your life. We don't want anything to prevent you from giving this a try. So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Do not wait any longer to sign up. Spaces, they're already actually, technically the doors are closed, but the spaces that we've reopened for Click seminars, they will fill up super fast. They're available on a first come, first served basis. We're very limited in the number of people we can help. So you need to move fast or you will miss out. So the registration period, it's ending very shortly. If you visit the web address and you see sold out, then I'm sorry, but you've missed out. And by waiting one more day to register, you do risk letting technical issues, life, or anything else get in your way. Once registration ends, that's it. 0 extra people will be allowed in because we just simply like to work with those that are already in, and rather than constantly starting with new people. I'd rather, just keep it limited in that sense. And that's why we have such a high success rate. Last time we had people begging us to let them in, and they're still waiting and have been, and we're waiting anyway for the last 12 months in order for this program in particular to be launched. And this is a brand new program. Our last program, we never even reopened the doors to in the end. So here's what you need to do right now. Go to the website below, fill in the registration form, log into the private members area and watch the welcome video. Get started with the pre-class bonus materials and get ready for kickoff this Friday. Don't wait another second, go to that link that you see on the screen. And why healthy commissions? Well, for a starter, time. Imagine you condense the learning curve in this model from potentially years and potentially even giving up on it into just 6 weeks. Here's what Les Denton has to say. Now, Les Denton, I met her in person at our first, a couple of years ago, at our first private event that we ran for the members of a program we ran 2 years ago. And she was telling me that her mother has schizophrenia and my mother also has schizophrenia. So we ended up bonding a little bit there and talking a little bit about some mental health stuff and what have you. We had probably similar backgrounds in some ways. So I remember her very, very well. When she was very stubbornly persistent. She actually went through a whole lot of ad tests that ended up making no sales at first, more ad tests than what I'm used to seeing. That usually people they'll get something converting relatively quickly, but she actually took a little while. But she's stubbornly persistent. She kept going and going and going, and then eventually, despite having more tests than normal to get it there, she got herself making thousands of dollars. The first week that she scaled up things big, where she really scaled things, she went from $0 to $19,000. She said that she accidentally meant to make it go to $300 a day, but she accidentally set her spend at $3,000 a day, which is really quite an accident to make, but luckily ended up being highly profitable. She went on to pay off her mortgage in cash using her affiliate commissions. Last year, she bought a second home, paid in full with her affiliate commissions. She's a shining example in our community. Sam and Raj, they're two brothers from India. They started with only $200 per month to support 3 generations of extended family. That's what they were making. And they experienced their breakthrough and made over $350,000 in their first 3 months. And now they average $2,800 per day. That's over $1 million a year. Bonnie, when Bonnie experienced her breakthrough, she skyrocketed to the #1 spot on ClickBank for a time there at the age of 62. We lovingly refer to her as our super affiliate grandma. She made $160,000 in her first 90 days, which is not typical. That's phenomenally fast as a start. But she was so excited to pay off her two daughter's student loans and continues to be one of our most successful students. Chris Reeder is one of our youngest success stories, and he experienced his breakthrough as a 19-year-old college kid, and he basically was trying to pay off his credit cards and student loans and stuff like that. And he ended up scaling up using a credit card to over $10,000 per day right from his dorm room. And he's another shining example of somebody who shares openly in our community what is working for him. And I've got 10 special bonuses that are for you guys that are part of Click Seminars Live. All right. 10 bonuses. So the first one is Audience Scout. So with Audience Scout, whenever you enter a keyword into Facebook's audience suggestion tool, they give you a maximum of 25 suggested audiences. So I obtained what is called an API access to Facebook's audiences. I got a team of programmers to extract that data so that you can get hundreds more suggestions than what Facebook's regular suggestion tool will ever provide you. They'll provide you a maximum of 25. Look at this. I typed in the word health and it's got 223 suggestions. So I'm able to uncover more audiences than what my competitors can. And you get access to this tool as well. It's a huge unfair advantage over competitors who don't have access to this tool. You're also getting Keyword Research Fox. One of the best ways to uncover profitable audiences for your advertising is to do keyword research. Looking at what people are searching for on Google, YouTube, eBay, and Amazon, I've uncovered dozens of high profit interests. Even just looking in here, just like this little screenshot, if you do a quick look, you can see I typed the words weight loss, and then you can see in there one of them, apple cider vinegar weight loss, 58,000. So then you can go in and go, oh, I wonder if there's an audience for people that like apple cider vinegar. And without typing this into my audience tool, I'm not sure what that number would be, but sometimes it's really large. Sometimes you're like, oh, wow, there's 1 million people like apple cider vinegar. Maybe it's small. I don't know. That might not be the best example, but if it is big, then that's where you've now uncovered another keyword that could potentially convert in the health niche. It's you get full access to this incredible high value tool that I pay hundreds of dollars a month for the APIs, and you're just getting full access to that. It gives you another unfair advantage. You're getting some additional funnel building software. You'll get full lifetime access for up to 3 websites to this funnel building software that contains full funnel building capabilities. It simplifies the building of pre-sale pages, quiz pages, opt-in pages, and all sorts of funnels you may wish to build online. And it comes with a lot of exciting templates built in. These templates, you're getting the profitable affiliate site templates fully built out that promote super high converting offers, fully compatible with the healthy commissions model. You simply import them into the funnel building software, insert your affiliate links, you're ready to go. Now, images do really well for me, but personally, simple 12-second video ads are doing even better for me. So I simply take a little image ad and I can run it through Tunimate, and I'm able, and it also comes with millions of stock photos, background music options, and more. I spent thousands of dollars of improving and upgrading the software, and it makes it super simple for just taking a little image and turning it into a 12-second video ad, or longer. Heck, you can make a full slideshow video if you want to with this, animations and more, and you're getting full access to this as well. And you're going to get my winning ad template. So the following collection of 20 ad templates are based on winning ads that either I have run successfully myself or I have spied on. So they're competitors' ads that I've spied on and then that I've seen have been profitable for months on end. And what I did was I took them and just got my notes here, sorry. I took the ads themselves, I stripped them right back into template form. Okay, so you're not going to be copying the ads word for word from what they were. I turned them into fill in the blanks templates though, and I even created further examples in other niches other than what the template was originally created in, so that you can just easily generate winning ads using these templates. They're going to come in handy a lot. You're also going to get persuasion through words. If you want to be able to run a 6 or 7 figure business, then it's super important that you learn the psychology of how to write using words that sell. And how to write in a way that makes other people want to buy from you. So here you'll learn from me and 12 other multi-millionaire online marketers who have huge success in copywriting in various formats. In fact, part of this program includes the full live event recordings from a 3-day event where the attendees paid $1,500 each to attend, and you're getting full access to all of this. People speaking at this event are making millions of dollars a year using words that sell, and you get full access to this. So whether you want to write your ads to get more clicks, you want to write long form sales letters, video sales letters that convert highly, ads that write better, compelling hooks, better emails, all of this is covered in this comprehensive program you're getting full access to as well. And here you're going to discover my millionaire time and productivity strategies for getting more things done in less time. You're also going to get double your affiliate profit. So once you start earning commissions with healthy commissions, there are several ways to scale these to higher levels. And this is where you'll learn all about how to do this. It's the perfect complement to healthy commissions, and you're going to discover exactly how to go about growing your earnings quickly. Finally, you're also going to get the ultimate Facebook compliance checklist. In the last 2 years, I have not lost an ad account that I didn't get back on review. The reason is that I follow a strict set of easy to follow guidelines. I'm going to give you the same set of guidelines that I follow and my own internal team follows when promoting on Facebook. So you're getting all of this: Audience Scout, Keyword Research Fox, funnel building software, profitable affiliate site templates, Tunimate, winning ad templates, persuasion through words, millionaire time and productivity strategies, double your affiliate profits, and the Facebook compliance checklist. You're getting all of that as a special bonus for joining today through the link that you see on the screen. You may need to type that into your browser. And just to recap, you're also obviously getting the full program itself, the 7 pillars, the Healthy Commissions Master Blueprint, the pre-sale pages, image swipe styles, magnifier products, image ad, outsourcing script, ad account action plan, the expert coaching, the software suite, and live event. You're getting all of that $28,000 value. You're getting that as well. And just to recap before taking questions, as I can see a bunch of questions flowing in your first 4 weeks, we show you how to get going, how to create your ads, how to get your site set up, how to run your first ads and start getting your click-through rates up and then making your first sales. And it's all thanks to our 7 pillars of success, our Healthy Commissions Master Blueprint, so the top secret blueprint that's made us, our mentors, and our students millions of dollars, everything from A to Z to get started fast. The $1 million pre-sale page, so you download, copy, and use our exact $1 million pre-sale pages that we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars testing and perfecting the psychology and the conversion tactics behind these. You get full access to that. You get full access to our $1 million image swipe file. These are actual $1 million ads. You get to see exactly what works, and then you can reword them and use them as your own. You get our magnifier products. So you get to know exactly what products to promote that are working right now. And if that changes next week, we update you. So you get to see what comes out that we've just tested that works well. So even beyond just today, even in the weeks and months to come, you get to discover more and more valuable products as we do well with them. And you get templates and more. You get our image outsourcing script, the ad account action plan, so you never have to worry about shutdowns, and you know exactly what to do to get back up and running. You get our full access to our expert coaching, our rapid response help desk, and more. And you also get our 2 special bonuses for action takers, plus the other 10 bonuses that I just mentioned. So the Pre-Salio software suite, you get 6 months free access to this. We've spent the last 18 months and over $150,000 developing this. With this point-and-click wizard, your pre-sale pages will be built for you in minutes, and all the additional pages required on your site instantly when you click publish. In under 15 minutes, you're ready to go. By the way, if you've got questions, please type them in the questions box, because I'm going to get to those in around about a minute from now. I'm going to start taking questions. Multi-millionaire super affiliates, they know their numbers. Now you can know yours automatically thanks to the Pre-Salio analytics suite that comes built in with it, and the profit optimizer that analyzes your ad campaigns and tells you how to make them more profitable. Plus the tickets to our upcoming event. Our last event in Bali was $15,000, and yet you're getting access. You can come to this for free. And if you can't make it, simply watch the recordings, because the sessions will be recorded and you'll be able to watch those. All right. So that's the quick recap of what you're going to get. Make sure to join us right now through the link, clickseminars.com/live/Mark. And I'm just going to take questions now. I see that Rob has said, how long does it take to see our first sales? Well, we don't get people to run ads the very first week. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is that Facebook will, they trust domain names that are at least 2 years old. They trust more. They trust your Facebook page if it has been up for at least a couple of weeks as well, a little bit more. So we get you building those sort of things out earlier, and then you learn the process of and how to write the ads and all of that during the meantime. And then we don't get you running ads until week 3. And for some of you, it might even be week 4. So for a lot of people, they don't see their first sales until they start creeping in around week 4. For some people, it might even be week 6. Okay. So I hope that answers that question. The fact is, though, the people that succeed the most are those that are stubbornly persistent. And are not looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. That's not what this is. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it has a lot of successful students and has a lot of long-term potential. If you're patient enough and are willing to put the time in, you will do extremely well with this particular method. Okay, so I see that Zen's asking, how come a lot of things in bonuses when I can make my first sale and when I can make my ads okay. So he was basically asking the same question that Rob was asking, but it's just also asking when he can make his first ads. Like I say, if you're following the training diligently, then I would say around about week 3. Also, it's go at your own pace. It's a solid business model. If this was a model that only worked for a short period of time and then it's gone in, say, 6 months, then I would call that a loophole. It's not a solid business model. Any business model that only lasts for a short period is not a real business. I've been doing this for 21 years. Yes, things have adapted and changed over that time, but it's never been a dramatic change in one night. It's not like that. So being part of a community like this means that you can roll with the punches. You see if things change, then we make those minor changes and those minor adjustments. There was a change that happened very, very recently with Facebook where they allowed us now to put they used to say that only 20% of your image could be taken up with text if you want to put text on your image. They've gone away with that rule now, and you can use as much as you want. That rule was recent. It's just in the last few weeks. So we're able to update our students and let them know that so they can now test ads that have more text in them if they so wish to. We keep you updated on all the latest changes and so forth. Changes happen over time, but it's a solid business model that works. People will still be earning huge commissions in 10 years from now and even 20 years from now because it's a solid business model. It makes sense. People have products they want to sell online and they're willing to pay affiliate commissions that are very high in order to obtain customers. It makes sense. And it has done for a long time. And there are more products now to promote than ever before that convert higher than ever before, that pay out higher commissions than ever before. And there is more traffic available to be purchased than ever before. Okay, so let's see. So Sonia's asking, what about saturation? I honestly am more worried if there are not a lot of competitors. Like if someone has a good affiliate offer, then unless they are a well-known person who has only just released the offer, I like to see that there's already a lot of affiliates succeeding with the offer, because that tells me that, okay, it's converting well to sales and people will buy this. Like there are more than one person has succeeded with this. So there's probably multiple ways to make this work. This is likely to do well. So there are ways that you can look and see how many affiliates are succeeding with an offer and so forth. And as a result, I find it a lot easier to promote offers and do well with ones that actually have a lot of competition as well. It's such a massive market. A lot of people underestimate just how big the world is. It is a lot bigger than what most people think. And that's why there's a lot less competition than what you actually might realize when you actually look at how big the potential audiences actually are and how many products there are to promote. There's still quite a lot of health offers and so forth out there that can be promoted. All right, I had someone asking about the money-back guarantee. The main money-back guarantee, if you don't do the program, let's say you bought it and then you just suddenly regretted buying it, it's 30 days. All right, so you got 30 days money-back guarantee. The 90-day money-back guarantee is that one is a separate one that assumes that you've followed all the steps of the program, and that is we're guaranteeing that you will have at least one successful ad campaign going within the 90 days if you have spent at least $500 on ads and are following the system to the T. Okay, so we put that in as an added protection, but we're protecting ourselves also in that, because we know that the thing works. We know that the system works really well, but you've got to follow it. You know, if you suddenly go and follow someone else's program and then say, hey, look, I did half of what you taught and half of what someone else taught. Well, that doesn't apply to that particular guarantee. So the first guarantee is unconditional, 30 days, and then the 90-day one, that's obviously a conditional guarantee. So just to make that really clear, and I think that's fair enough, right, guys? Like for that particular guarantee, we've got to protect ourselves too and make sure people are actually following the program. Okay, so Marva says this was really encouraging. So I think she's referring to the session itself. My ad account, so your ad account got shut down, but you're going to persist. And yes, and normally when I apply to get an ad account back, I usually just say, hey, I think my ad account got shut down by mistake. I follow Facebook's blueprint very closely and am highly transparent in my ad copy. Please reinstate. I send them that, and I know that my ad is set up correctly and that my pages are good and stuff like that. And there are more things to make sure that your pages themselves are compliant. But I send them that, and I usually just get my ad account straight back with an apology from Facebook saying, sorry, your ad account was shut down by mistake due to the algorithm, or they'll say something like that. It is now reinstated, and then I'm good to go. Some people at very worst, let's say they have done something that they shouldn't have, then at the very least, they know from us how to have multiple ad accounts anyway. So one gets shut down, they move to the next one, and they do things right that next time. So there's that as well. Okay, guys, so I'm about to wrap things up. If anyone wants to type in any last minute questions, please do so now, and I will wrap things up in just a moment. Is this newbie friendly? Yes, this has been tested with the vast majority of the success stories that you saw on this particular session were people starting from scratch that had never earned a dime before online. Many of them had never put a web page up online before. So yes, it is newbie tested for success. And in a lot of times newbies do better. And I'll tell you why. Because quite often the intermediate marketers, or people that aren't newbie, they're also people that might have bought too many courses, and they end up like following a little bit of what we taught, a little bit of what someone else taught, a little bit of what someone else taught. And it's okay to do that to a degree, but you do have to push through and be more persistent. And often I find that the newbies, if they've got the right mindset, often they're the ones that are a little bit more persistent than somebody who, they've tried other people's systems before. There's nothing like this system out there in the world of affiliate marketing and buying traffic. And particularly, I've never seen anything like this that actually focuses in on the health niche and teaches you how to do extremely well in this one specific niche. So you won't actually find competitors out there even teaching this stuff. It's phenomenal. And imagine how great you're going to feel when you're one of our guys that you can sort of see in the background, the photo, the picture. It's covered up by recap of what you're going to get, but the picture of a lot of our students that are making thousands of dollars a day in the background. Imagine what you're going to feel like when you hit that $1,000 a day mark, or when you win one of our platinum or our gold awards for having succeeded. Like, there's a little bit of a self-esteem boost there going on. The status, you can get to put it up on your wall up there or something like that, and know that you've made it. You know that you've got all the tools you need now, that you are in control of your income going forwards, not your employer, and so forth. Even if this is your side income and you want to keep your day job, it's still really, really helpful to learn how to spend money to make money. I think that's something that everyone needs to do in today's society. David says, how can you have multiple ad accounts if Facebook only allows you to have one Facebook account? You do only have one Facebook account. I'm talking about ad accounts. So Facebook will allow you to have two business manager accounts, okay, that's separate to your Facebook personal account. Not talking about personal account. You have two business manager accounts. Within each of those, you can set up one ad account in each. So that's two ad accounts already. If you use those ad accounts and you've been using them for more than 2 weeks, they will open up another 5 more in each account. So that's 10 ad accounts. And if you start using those, eventually they'll unlock even more ad accounts. So that's why I've got access to over 800 ad accounts. because Facebook kept opening up more and more, and then they just went boom and just gave me hundreds of them. So that's just the nature of it. If you do things in the right way, you can get even more ad accounts. There's certain ways to go about it. Some people end up getting limited to just the 10 and they don't get beyond that. So you want to follow our instructions and for how we end up unlocking more and more. But absolutely, you can have more and still only have one personal account, David. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. Just that quick recap of what you're getting, though. You're getting the Healthy Commissions Master Blueprint. You're getting the pre-sale pages, swipe files, the step-by-step training. We do this all in bite-sized videos, by the way. There's a whole lot. Each module is a lot of little, anywhere from 2 minutes to 6 minutes little videos. So it means it's easier to refer back to something and it's easier to work your way through. It's go at your own pace. Some people prefer to go through what is set out as a 6-week program. They prefer to do it over, say, 6 months or 12 weeks or longer. It's okay. We are all here to support you, answer your questions, and it's a go at your own pace program. It's a solid business model. You're better off taking a little longer if you need to than to try and go too hard, too fast, and then just suddenly stop and jump to the next thing. You're better off being someone that's persistent. And if you're persistent, this is a really, really great model for succeeding. All right, so that's it from me. I'm going to pass things back to Mike. Mike, are you okay to take things over?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I was clicking a couple of buttons and it wasn't working for me. What a great presentation. Right. Thank you, Mark, so much for all this amazing information. This is an amazing way for you to get online and make money virtually and get through these. Unfortunately, COVID is going to be with us for some time here. And so why not do something that you can do from the safety of your home and your computer? And anytime you can take $1 and turn it into $2 and $3, the question is how many more should you invest? It's not about you took too long to answer is the joke we used to say. So I think that you need to go right now to clickseminars.live/Mark and be sure to take and participate in his Healthy Commissions offer here and his opportunity. And thank you again for a wonderful presentation, Mark.
So thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. So that's it for today, folks. Like I said, there's the link on the screen. We've had a great presentation. Tomorrow, we have got 2 more days of Click Seminars. And let me pull up my notes here, if you'll give me 1 second. And I'll tell you, we're starting again at 7 p.m. We've got Lorette Little and John Pierce. We're starting at 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. And that is 1 p.m. Central time. That is 2 p.m. Eastern time. And that's 11 a.m. West Coast time. So thank you so much for being here, being a part of clickseminars.live. Go to the link and check out Mark's offer. I'm sure you won't regret it one bit. If you want to learn and earn in 2020 and beyond, the way to do it is grab onto this world of e-commerce and doing business online. So I'm Mike Stewart for clickseminars.live. Hope you've enjoyed today's presentation, and be sure to come back tomorrow and Friday because there's more to come. Thank you again.